And Karen, you follow Jeremy. Follow Jeremy on his chord changes at the top for the pacing. You got the beat turnaround, so make sure you're clicking on 2 and 4. Okay? On this first spacey part, the free part, make sure that you keep sound going at all times. Don't ever damp it. And we need the same thing from you. You give us some pump and eighth notes on that second whole note, because we come in on the end right there. 3 and 4 and bow. You got the marked in dynamics that we changed. Loud intro come down today.
Yeah, that's what I yeah.
Okay, good. Eric, you got some bass stuff for us? Yeah. Everything you've got. That's all those low Fs. Okay. Keep it funky. The articulation is the key. Okay. Nice and strong on the intro. And 1. I'm Dr. Brian English, and I teach in the instrumental department. Nice ending, guys. Check your 2 before G. That's 2 bars early. I direct the jazz band and wind ensemble, and I teach jazz arranging classes, conducting, and private trombone lessons. Well, we do have a lot. It's a small department, but we have a lot of one-on-one time with the students. So that's been really valuable to them and to us. We really get to know them well. We welcome all kinds of students into our programs. In my jazz band, I've got a trumpet player that is on the soccer team, a saxophonist that's on the golf team. Neither of them are music majors. I've got an art major. And so we have some students that just played in high school. They just want to play, that enjoy playing, they want to keep their chops up, they want to stay into music. And we have scholarship money for them, for the majors and the non-majors alike. And so they all participate in the ensembles, and we can take students at any stage in their development as a musician. I've had students that can not read music very well. If they show up, we have classes for them, and they get caught up. We have students that have been studying since they were 4 years old, and we have a great teaching staff in place to take them to where they can be their best still. Again, partly because of our private, our small atmosphere here. And then drop down a third, so that we have linear motion, but never more than a third jump. So when you're voicing out a chord from, say, an A minor 7 chord, you're going to go think like a ranger's piano, left hand, wide intervals, like we're talking 5s and 7s, on the left hand for the bass clef. What's our hierarchy? What do we want? Want root?
I want the root
third, 7, 9. We've got trumpet up here. This is a trumpet line. That's why we keep it small, seconds and thirds, and we keep it closed. Well, we have 2 degrees that we offer. One is a Bachelor of Arts, the other one is a Bachelor of Music with an education emphasis. For the Bachelor of Arts students, those are students that they're heavily into their instrument, they want to perform. We have mostly vocalists are on that route. They're getting ready for Broadway, for opera, for whatever, on the instrumental and the vocal side. We're doing either of those things. The other one is the music education degree, which is to prepare students to be elementary, middle school, and high school band directors or choir directors. And they will leave here with full teaching certification in Texas, elementary through 12th grade. And you can get any kind of teaching job. There are thousands in the Metroplex alone. Adding this music education degree has tripled our number of students auditioning. So if we can triple our number that come also, it's really going to build the music program up instrumentally. Our wind ensemble is going to get larger, and for the jazz band, it'll help us. We're not quite at a big band right now. We're more of a jazz combo, and if we can get a couple more guys to participate in that would make it a nice big class, a nice diverse student population for that. The sacred music degree. The sacred music degree is geared towards preparing students for church ministry. And I've designed it in conjunction with the religion department so that they have an internship with them. They have some religion classes. I think there's 12 hours of that. And then we have a few additional like music and worship type classes, some vocal conducting techniques classes. So that's part of being a good church musician and being a music educator. Well, the students, they've got to have the application. They've got to have the experience of getting on the stage and learning the logistics of doing a concert. And so every ensemble performs at least once a semester. So we do a lot of performances for the community. We do them for the university, a lot of university service, and in addition to our regular concert series. The jazz band, the wind ensemble, the Wesleyan Chorale did the Brahms Requiem in the fall. It's a great way for them to learn the standard classical repertoire that's out there. By the time you complete a music degree, there's a certain set of repertoire that you're expected to know before you can go out and perform in the world or before you can go on to graduate study. So, and performing in ensembles is a great way for the students to learn that rep. Now here, this is where they work on arrangements and they put them in the computer and in the Sibelius, the music notation software. And then they can play it back through MIDI. And we can get a feel for the arrangement, for the form, for the harmonies that we're using, for the voicings, and all the technical details of the arrangement. So this lab is pretty state-of-the-art. It's cool. We're lucky to have as many stations as we do with all of the software on it that we have. Your trumpet line is, the melody's having a hard time coming through. Your trombone line's a little busy. So let's trim that down a little bit. Maybe you could just put a quarter note in there.
Okay.
All right. Your trombone line in the third bar, it's a good counter line. I think that'll fly. Okay. Maybe go with more of a rhythmic line than such a melodic kind of line. Okay. Right? That'll make it sound more jazzy and less classical. Okay? Our main performing venue is Martin Hall. With our music lab is there, with our computers with MIDI on them and our notation software. And it was redone in just 3 years ago, and it's the gem of the university, as some people call it. It's a beautiful performance hall. We have all of our ensembles are based out of it here because it's a very live hall. It's beautifully beautifully designed. The architecture is great. Acoustically, it's wonderful. It's very sensitive. So orchestras sound good in here. Classical guitar by itself, solo piano, or a solo instrument or voice. All sound. They're just very delicate in here. You can hear every nuance of musicianship going on. So we all love it, and it served the community well. Good, good back on the head. Good solos. Good solos. We'll stay on the form. Second ending after the solos. Okay. Give me something on the last note. This is your time. Okay. Rhythm guys were good. Chord changes were good.